Good morning. Welcome to Crystalline Light Meditations. I'm so happy to be here with all of you this morning, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about the upcoming energetics so that we can navigate them well. We have a lot of really intense energy coming in right now. Today is the full moon in Aquarius, so whenever there is a full moon, it is the amplification of whatever seeds we have planted in the new moon. Things come to fruition. It's a time to be in gratitude, but it just expands everything, so emotions and energies are expanded. And we're moving into something called the Lion's Gate portal, which is really beautiful stargate, actually, that we come into alignment with every year. So the peak of that is August 8th. So 8/8 is the peak of the Lion's Gate, but it's really starting today. And we are in alignment with Sirius, which is a fixed star. It's like a giant sun that's pouring in this divine energy. It's very much connected to ancient Egypt or Kemet. And this Syria, all the pyramids at Giza are in alignment with Sirius. So we're bringing in this ancient energy, and a lot of people think that the Syrians were were part of the ancient Egyptian or Kemetic religion, mystery schools. A lot of us were studied in the mystery schools. So many of us have a lot of memories. I have a lot of memories of that time, and so it's just a beautiful energy coming in. But also there's this lion energy. There's actually royal lion beings. So from Alpha Leonis and from Sirius and Regulus and these planets that are all in that aspect of the galaxy. So it just feels like this beautiful golden solar light. It's a divine masculine energy that comes in to support us, to heal us. We're going to work with that today. And we really need to try to soak in as much of this divine energy, of this high vibrational energy, because there's a lot more energy coming in. And I would just expect that around the Fall Equinox and around the Winter Solstice, there's going to be some events that are going to happen that are going to create more chaos, more fear, more confusion. But like, as we have really been talking, the COVID-19 coronavirus has instilled a lot of fear in some people, but it has also been this powerful time, not the actual virus, but this powerful time. Everything is happening for us and nothing is happening against us. And if you're on the internet, there's a lot of nefarious agendas that are going on, and basically we are in alignment with the great central sun. We're getting these high powered light energies coming in, and they are raising the vibration of the planet. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. We are moving into a golden age, opposite from the timeline of Atlantis and before Atlantis fell. So it's a lot of really powerful energy coming in, and we are moving into a golden age of light. We are raising our vibration. We are moving into the fifth dimension of unconditional love and unity consciousness. And it really started in 2012. However, this planet, which is a free will planet, we're coming out of a dark age. There has been a lot of hijacking, but none of us are victims. Everything is as it should be. So we don't want to get into this like scary Illuminati deep state type thing, which it absolutely does exist. However, it is losing its power. So all of these mind control and different tactics that they've been using on us for a really long time. We have been targeted, we have been attacked. Humanity has been under control with beings that do not have the best interest of humanity at heart. So that's been going on for thousands of years. And their day is up. Their time is ending because we are moving into the light. They are not going to go willingly and say, okay, sure, our time is up, right? It's the same characters that were in effect with Atlantis. We were so out of alignment in Atlantis that there was like there had to be a catastrophe that happened. I don't think we're there now. We're opposite that. So we need to learn the lessons from that, because we have taken individuality to the extreme of, and also separation from God, the living in a world of duality, of darkness and light. So we've experienced that to the fullest. And there is no, on the lower dimensions, there is such thing as good and evil. But in the higher dimensions, everything is happening in perfect divine order. It's just that there's growth, there's maturity, there's destruction, there's death, and there's rebirth. There's just cycles in nature. And so while the star seeds and the light workers are being activated with this multidimensional light that is now available to us, we've been being activated, but now we are really being activated and able to create a different world to live in. We're creating a bridge to the higher dimension, but we still exist in the third dimension on some aspect. We're like in the fourth. So humanity is in the like third, fourth, and we're in the like fourth, fifth. We're still connected into the third dimension, but it's raising the vibration. It's becoming uplifted. And so it's really important for us. We came here for this time. This is the time that we've been waiting for. And so we need to come in and remember who we are, that we are divine, sovereign beings choosing to come here to have a human experience. Many of us have had many lifetimes. Some have coming in just for this time. And we are here to hold the light. We are here to support humanity in this uplifting. We are here to create a bridge to this higher dimension. But in the meantime, the lower dimension, Earth, has been in a false control structure that has to be destroyed, that has to be broken. So the government, the banking, all the structures, all of the powers that be have been hooked into this. And so we're going through maybe a 7-year period of everything that is not in alignment with where we're going, which is unconditional love, which is unity consciousness, which is the fifth dimension, where we create a utopian society on Earth where all beings are equal and we are one. We are remembering our oneness with each other and all life. So these things like the coronavirus or COVID-19, we're not going to go into any of the different conspiracies about what it really is. That's not the topic of this. But we do know that certain things came in to hurt us. And while they do hurt people that are in the lower dimensions, unfortunately, if you can raise your vibration up, which now we have access to these higher vibrations, and we raise our vibration out of the energy that most people are in into the higher fourth and fifth dimensional energies that are available to us, into forgiveness, into love, into healing, into understanding our sovereignty, taking responsibility for everything in our life and all of our relationships, and really looking at our shadow and loving it and honoring it. As we go into this higher dimension, we're completely protected, and this is where we need to be. So what I'm telling you is that more things like the coronavirus, which was meant to be bad, but it's actually created a global reset for the earth. A lot of us have been able to take time to heal, to feel, to go within, to do things that we didn't have time to do, like me doing these daily meditations, something I've always wanted to do, but I was so caught in the rat race of being a human on the earth and a mom and all my different roles. So there was a complete stop, and this divine energy came in, which we've been feeling, and this has truly been a blessing. This time is a blessing if you can get into alignment with that energy, which means that you have to get out of fear, you have to get out of division, and you have to not react to what's going on. Okay, so we've had this time to practice that. And so we've talked about being in the neutral mind, just being a neutral observer and not reacting. Of course, it's so hard not to react with all of the things going on. People are reacting on both sides. People only have part of the picture. There's so much misinformation and disinformation. It's incredibly confusing. And we do still need to be careful because it is not safe in the lower dimensions. The energies, hold on, sorry. The lower dimensions, the powers that be, it's like the snake that has its head cut off. So absolutely, these energies are not allowed to do what they wanted to do. They're increasingly not allowed to, they'll be increasingly not allowed to harm humanity, to control humanity, to energetically enslave and siphon energy, which is what they've been doing. But they're dangerous right now because it's like they've got their head cut off. And so the monster is just trying to take out as much as it can. So we keep our head down. We don't go into fear. We stay in alignment, but we know. So what I'm telling you is that in the fall and in the winter solstice, like definitely November, December, but maybe even September, more things are going to happen. Crazier things, more intense things. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be increasingly intense from now throughout 2020 for sure. And definitely possibly for the next 7 years, the next maybe till 2025, maybe till longer. And so I am saying all these things not for us to be in fear or for us to worry, but actually the opposite. For us to be prepared. We have to be spiritual warriors like Jedi in the sense, not that we're doing battle, but that we're holding the truth, the sovereignty, the divinity. We're holding the light. We're staying neutral. We cannot become a part of the fray. So however much you got hooked in to whether it's like the fear of the coronavirus and you can't go outside or you're going to kill somebody, like this messaging that they put into us to create so much guilt and fear, or whether you're going down all the different conspiracy theory rabbit holes, whether you think that, also we've had all of this, I think, this beautiful unity consciousness, but it's also a lot of division that is happening depending on who you are and how you look at it. So we are coming into unity consciousness, definitely. And I think that every side is missing a huge piece of the puzzle. And when the two sides can come together, when people are not so triggered on either side. So we have to be neutral. We have to come into unconditional love. And so we cannot hate the people who don't wear masks. We cannot hate the people who do wear masks or wear masks in the car, or, we cannot be angry and judgmental and hateful to the president, not because we agree with what he's doing, but wherever we're putting out, we have to be really responsible for our energy. So wherever we're reacting, wherever we're in anger, in fear, in reaction, in any of these negative emotions, it can also just be In sadness and grief, there is a certain amount of that that is like healing and feeling your emotions. But when it paralyzes us, when we're like, the world is so horrible, like I can't do anything, I'm not going to do anything, it, you know, there is so much going on that you can get into depression, you can get into despair, or you can be so connected into the money issues. Where is the money going to come? Where is the food going to come? All of these are happening by design, because these control beings, you know, the deep state, the Illuminati, the cabal, whoever it is, the 1% that are controlling things but are increasingly losing control. They're pouring so much fear programming. They're doing so many things, everything they can to keep us in fear, to lower our vibrations, to separate us, to divide us. We cannot allow any of that to work, right? And I want you to look at all the ways that you reacted during this whole quarantine, and really look at all the places where you felt angry, fearful, unsafe, because those are a reflection for you to work with, your shadow. And you know that you are truly in alignment when you can just be centered, grounded, and you can stay neutral. So neutral is that you're looking at everything, you're open to everything. When you're fully on one side or you're fully on the other side, you're missing half the picture. So you're open to every possibility and idea, but you're not attaching to any of them. Because if you're too much attached to this side, or too much attached to that side, or too much in the confusion because you don't know what to believe, all of that is trying to take you out, right? And so we cannot react. This is our trial period, because I'm telling you, it's about to get way more serious than it ever has been. Like, if you thought what we've been through is crazy, I think we're going to go into such chaos. It's going to be unbelievable. And we are going to be the calm in the eye of the storm. We are going to be centered. We're going to be like if you've seen the cartoon, the Avatar, if you haven't, you should, where we're like in our center, we're full of light, and all four elements are like swirling around us. We're just in our divine state. We're going to be activated because this is what we're here for. We are light workers. We are star seeds. We have already ascended. We have already done all this work. We are already enlightened in the higher dimensions. So these higher dimensional beings, whether they be angels, ascended masters, the Arcturians, the Palladians, you know, the Syrians, any of the galactics, a lot of these are our higher self. They're us in the future. They're us in the higher dimensions. So we already exist. We already have a perfect, divine, sovereign self. If anything is happening to you that you don't consent to, then it means that you're not in alignment with your sovereignty. If you're in alignment with your sovereignty, you do not have to have fear. There is nothing that can get you. There's nobody that can hurt you. There is no lack. There is no limitation. Like, you have all power, all knowledge, all wisdom, all abundance. You already have all of this. You're fully realized. You don't need to ascend. You need to remember that you already ascended, right? And you chose to come here to assist the earth, to assist humanity. You chose to be this multidimensional being that is masculine, is feminine, is everything, is connected to the oneness of all life, and put into this little tiny package, this little tiny third dimensional package. It's incredibly hard for us to be in these lower dimensions. I'm sure all of us has felt this like divine discontent, and just felt like, what is wrong with everybody? Like, we're a fish out of water. We don't belong because we are not from here, right? And so we don't need to do anything except to connect with our inner light, to connect with our higher self and our multidimensional selves, our higher selves in all timelines, in all dimensions, and bring that in and become our avatar self, and just hold the light. We are bridges. We are creating a pathway to this new dimension, to new earth, which, by the way, fifth dimensional earth, new earth already exists. We don't have to create a new world. This world exists, but we have to thread the eye of the needle. It's not like you're just like, I'm a divine being, the fifth dimension is coming, and so I'm gonna ascend. It doesn't work that way. Like, you have to be on your path so strongly. You have to be so centered and grounded, and the key is being in your neutral mind, being in your heart, not reacting to this world, rising above the fray, rising above the chaos, right? We're the calm in the eye of the storm, and there's chaos all around, okay? When shit gets crazy, and it's going to get crazy, I want you to remember that. You're threading the eye of the needle, you're the calm in the eye of the storm, you're centered and you're grounded. None of this is real. It's meant to confuse us. All of it is misinformation, all of it. And the only thing that's true, we must go within. I truly believe that the reason why there's all this misinformation and disinformation, of course, in the lower realms, it is to control us and to confuse us, but we don't exist in those lower realms. We're existing in the higher realms, and it's still present because this world is an illusion. We know it's a holographic reflection of our collective consciousness. So our life is a perfect reflection of our thoughts and our beliefs. And, if you want to know how you're doing energetically, you look at your life, right? As a perfect reflection of that, and taking responsibility for everything that happens and every relationship and everything that other people do to you. It's a reflection of you. And this government, this world, is a reflection of the collective consciousness of the earth. So right now, what's happening is, because the light is coming in, all of our personal shadow is coming up to be looked at, to be loved, to be revealed, right? You just need to forgive yourself and love yourself and release these limiting thoughts and beliefs that you've been subscribing to. And once you release that, you bring in another layer of your divinity, another layer of your power, of your sovereignty, of your light. And then another layer of shadow comes up. You look at it, you honor it, you accept it, you forgive yourself, you forgive the other person, you take responsibility for your part of it, for your thoughts, for your beliefs, for your karma, the things that you've done in the past. You are never a victim, and everything is happening for your good. All of these things that are going to be happening, there's no need to fear, because they are happening to destroy the structures that don't serve us, that will not allow us to go where we're going. But personally, it's just the light coming in, and we can access that light, and we can grow and ascend. And in the collective consciousness, all of the things that collectively we need to look at as humanity, as a country, all of the things that from the past that we've tried to sweep under the rug, all of the things that people are feeling and thinking. I mean, it's pretty dark, it's pretty scary, but if you're in that space. But, we need to look at it like, we're ascended masters. Humanity is in kindergarten, maybe. So we don't judge them for how stupid they are, or how racist they are, or how, asleep they are, or any of those things, right? We acknowledge it. We maybe do something to heal that, but we look at them like a 5-year-old having a temper tantrum, right? Oh, honey, I know you're suffering. I know you're afraid. I know this is hard for you. I know you're having a temper tantrum, and I'm just going to love you, and I'm not going to judge you, and I'm just going to help you. Maybe you need a nap. Maybe you need a snack. Maybe you need a hug, right? that's what we're here to do on the one hand. And on the other hand, we are creating this crystalline grid around the planet, which is, there's this control matrix on 3D Earth that, so basically humanity was hijacked in a way, but also it was part of the plan to fully understand separation, because we are never, ever, ever victims, although people are victimized all the time in this control matrix. So everything that applies to the higher dimensions and into what I'm talking about in the meditation and to us in our life is not the same as in this 3D matrix. And that is why you cannot hook into it. Every time you react to it, every time you're fearful of it, every time you believe it, you are lowering your vibration. Every time you judge it, you're lowering your vibration, right? You are hooking into it, and then therefore you are able to be targeted. We absolutely have been targeted as light workers. There are controller beings that do not want us to ascend. They do not want us to move into the Lion's Gate, into the solstice, into all of these beautiful energies that are coming up. And they're creating roadblocks, they're creating fear, they're creating things, but none of it is going to work. All of it is going to be for our good and for our growth and for our healing. And we cannot react to it, right? So I think that is the most important thing. And then we are here like pillars of light, like we do in the meditation. This is why I do this crystalline light meditation, because we are connected to the source, we are connected to the divine, to our higher selves. We bring this through our heart and into the center of the earth, and we are connected and creating this crystal matrix. So we have the control matrix that is the 3D, and then we have the crystalline matrix, which is the 5D, which is unity, consciousness, and unconditional love. And so when we are in that on the new earth, we still are individual, we still have a body, but we understand, we have love and compassion. We understand our connection to all life. We feel connected to the earth, to the animals, to each other. And it's this, this love, this bliss, this grace, this joy. And really it's a place of healing. Okay, so let's start breathing deeply and slowly. Inhaling the top of your head and into your heart. And sending it down into the center of the earth. Inhaling it from the center of the earth into your heart. Sending it up to the heavens. Breathing divine energy into your heart. Sending it down into the earth. Up from the center of the earth into your heart. And back up into the heavens one more time on your own. Now, surrounding yourself in a column of golden light. Feeling this golden light streaming in through the top of your head, filling your entire body and this entire column with golden light. Now sending your attention up into the heavens. We're going to connect up to the sun, divine masculine energy of the sun. Gives us life and light and warmth on this planet. Now traveling all the way up to the great central sun. And now to another central sun, the star Sirius. Stars are suns. So let us go and connect and align with the star or sun, Sirius, is much bigger than our sun. Feel these beautiful golden rays of light pouring in. This crystal diamond light. Coming in through the top of your head and just shining on you. Just bathe in the peace, in the warmth, in the light. Connecting to the Mother, Father, God, the source of all that is. Connecting to your higher self, which is connected to this light, this source of all that is, to Creator. And visualizing these beautiful golden lion beings like Atzlan. Golden light. You have this beautiful divine masculine energy. We align with them each August. They are so beautiful. They are here to fill us with light, to prepare us for the opening of the Rainbow Bridge around the Winter Solstice. So know through all the chaos, there will be cosmos. There will be this divine flow of energy. There will be an opening of a new stargate in our hearts. And the fifth dimension will be open to us. So do not be distracted by the world. Welcome the chaos. Welcome the destruction, as it is necessary. It's an old, rotting building that must crumble. like the phoenix that rises out of the ashes of its dead self. We are releasing all that does not serve us, all that is not ours. There's so many illusions and delusions that we've subscribed to. Open to the fact that nothing you believe is real. Just allow it all to go away. That you can be a clean slate, that you can be a clear vessel. Nothing in this world is true. Do not give it your attention. Focus on the light. You have from now until the winter solstice, December 21st, to seed this light. There is an incredible amount of divine assistance right now. And feel these beautiful lion beings pouring their courage. It's going to take a lot of courage. They're so loving. Feeling this beautiful love. Here to cement in this divine masculine energy that is guiding us, that is protecting us, that is supporting us, so that we may delve deeply into the divine feminine, the container for the divine feminine. We allow it to come in to our hearts, settling into the temple of your heart, knowing that the light in the center of the sun and all suns is the same light that is in the center of your heart. In this time of Leo, this time of summer, is about our hearts. It's an abundant time. It's a time of leisure. It's a time to remember what we love. Feel the light in your heart. The lion energy, the energy of the magnanimous king, kingly energy that serves all, that gives all, that protects all, that loves all, that rests in the sun, regenerates itself. And so just visualizing the sun, which is the heart of the Mother, Father, God, looking at it as the creator. And then that pours this divine energy into our higher self, which we have these like step down transformers, like an angel takes the divine energy of God and brings it closer to man and pours it onto us. Our higher self is the next step down from our oversoul, the next step down from the oneness of all that is. We're slightly more differentiated. And then it steps down to our holy Christ self, unconditional love, which is where we're going in the fifth dimension. We are aligning with our holy Christ self, our masculine, feminine, Sophia Christ self. And then we are like step down transformers to the earth and humanity, us as star seeds, light workers, awoken beings of light. So that is what we are here. So visualize this golden light, and the lions are among the stars, are pouring their golden elixir of light and love into us. The angels, the masters, Elohim, and all the galactics. All of the higher dimensional beings of love and light that wish to assist us are pouring their light into us. And we are taking it. It is going into our heart, and then it is going down into the center of the earth. There is another sun in the center of the earth, and we are connecting with that. And our energy is connecting in and merging with the divine feminine energy, with the earth energy. The earth is ascending. The earth is becoming a star, a crystal, a diamond. We are becoming our diamond crystal selves. Now coming back to our heart, merging divine masculine and the divine feminine. Together in our heart, heaven and earth. We are moving beyond the illusion of our outer selves, whether we are man or woman, or whatever we identify with. Allow that to dissolve. Come into the unification of all life, all beings on the earth, all beings in heaven. Feeling your heart radiating this light. Radiating this beautiful golden light. Feel this divine energy merging and going out and healing all aspects of your life. Forgiving yourself for any fear or judgment or reaction. Of course, it makes sense. With a limited understanding of what's going on. Just love yourself, honor yourself, and send light to any areas of your life that need extra support, or to people in your life that need extra support. I just feel this golden energy, this elixir, this blessing, this divine sun energy. Just pour into all aspects of your life. Pour into your body. Pour into all of your physical affairs, your career, your finances, your relationships, your time, your relationship with time. And now anybody in your life who needs extra support, filling your entire energetic field with golden light. All your chakras, your aura, entire energetic field is being bathed in golden light. Divine healing energy. Energy of enlightenment, of love, of pride, joy. Giving and giving. And now radiate this light from the sun in your heart. And see how you are connected to the great central sun, all the divine beings, to the sun in your heart, and to the sun in the center of the earth. And see how you're connected through your heart, through this sun, this awareness, to each other, to your soul tribe. And then see it lighting up all around the world. We are the step-down transformers that are bringing heaven onto earth and earth up to heaven. We are bringing the divine down onto earth, lifting the density, transmuting it up into the heavens. So visualize this crystal grid of light all around the planet. Connecting with all the light workers, all the star seeds, all the people who have come to serve, to hold the light. Maybe you served with some of them in the great temples, mystery schools of Kemet, in Delphi, in Atlantis, in Lemuria. Ancient connections. Feeling connected with each and every one. These light beings that we have chosen to come here now to hold the light, to create the grid or the structure for others to make it to the fifth dimension, to New Earth. We already exist there, and we are creating a bridge for ourselves to consciously manifest our lives in the higher dimension. But we are here to hold the light for the planet. We did not succeed with Atlantis. That was the end of a golden era. And now we are starting a new one. We're exactly opposite in our 26,000 year cycle. We made a descent into the darkness. We are now holding the light, excited for this new phase on Earth that will not happen overnight, but our participation is required. That is what we came here for. And now we're just sending so many blessings of light. All of the things that you wish for yourself, send to all your brothers and sisters on this network of light around the planet. This crystalline grid is the grid of light workers, star seeds, awakened ones, embodiers, grid workers, divine beings that have manifested in a physical body at this time to serve, to hold the light. Sending so many blessings to each other and receiving the blessings. And now sending this beautiful light to all people on the planet, knowing that we make it into the fifth dimension through unconditional love. So who are we to judge anybody or any circumstance? That is not for us. We stand neutral and open in alignment with our guidance, neutral observers, here to help clean up this mess, clean up this earth, really, after the destruction is complete, the breakdown, the fall, then that's our time to really truly shine. Keep your head down. Focusing on your own healing, your own divinity. And we're sending blessings of unconditional love and violet fire, the two most powerful tools that we have. We're just flooding the earth with unconditional love and violet fire. We're accepting earth and humanity exactly as it is. Completely dysfunctional, completely chaotic. And we just accept anything and everything, no matter how horrible it is. We don't condone it. We don't allow it. But we come into alignment with what is. We see it. The only way to heal is to acknowledge what is. And then it can be taken out of the darkness and into the light for healing and resolution. That is what is happening. Just send acceptance, send love, support, forgiveness. And now allow that to come back to you. We are divine beings having a human experience, and it's not easy to live in a human body as a divine being. So that same unconditional love, that same acceptance, that same non-judgment, that same non-reactivity, those same blessings, we allow for ourselves. So just bathe in the light of forgiveness, accepting what is, being neutral, a heart full of love, feeling so grateful for this divine royal lion energy that is coming in right now. Allowing it to assist us. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose that the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of man, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May love and light and power restore the plan on earth.